Good afternoon, WHL fans. This is Josh Critzer with PNW Hockey Talk. I'm once again pleased to be joined by James Tubb of the Medicine Hat News. We're here to help break down and give a preview for tonight's WHL Wednesday night in the Dub game between the Kelowna Rockets and the Victoria Royals. Those two teams played last night in Victoria out on the island. Uh, Victoria won by a score of 7-3. The rematch goes again here tonight at 8:05 Mountain, 7:05 Pacific, and local for those of you. James, just kind of your overall thoughts. Good to see you again. Just kind of what's kind of where's your head at here as we record on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's another really good matchup here between two BC rivals. Obviously, you mentioned it, they played last night, and score got a little bit of way. Maybe Victoria had the nice win there, but no, I think it's going to be a good game here. Kelowna looking for a rematch, and if you're Victoria, they're 2 points up on Prince George. In a tight division race, so it's lots of excitement and lots of key players to watch here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll take a quick look at the Western Conference standings here. As you were mentioning, the Victoria Royals currently sit at 64 points, a couple points up on the Prince George Cougars. The Kelowna Rockets have kind of fallen a little bit, but that's maybe to be expected with the announcement that they will be hosting the Memorial Cup. And so they've had to kind of make over a little bit of their roster. They've also had a couple of key injuries with Max Graham and Tisha Ginla going down for the year due to injury. And then at the trade deadline, they moved out Andrew Crystal and Caden Price. So that kind of helps explain a little bit where Kelowna is. Their focus has shifted a little bit from winning this year to being prepared for the Memorial Cup. So that's a little bit about those guys. Let's kind of James, we can kind of maybe explore a little bit, kind of maybe who are you keeping an eye on here tonight from the Kelowna Rockets perspective?
Well, and we kind of segue perfectly there talking about the trades. The person I'm keeping an eye on from Kelowna is the return or part of the return from the Caden Price deal, and that's Will Sharp, defenseman. And just Josh, what he brings really good offensively here, and he's gotten a little bit more ice time than he would have had in Lethbridge, and at all times, penalty kill, power play, even strength, and has excelled or done really well at getting the puck out of the Kelowna end, whether that's through transition or winning puck battles. He's just done a really good job of, not letting the puck stay too long in the Rockets' end. And I think he's kind of that guy they're going to look to help bolster that blue line next year for that Memorial Cup. And for fans tuning in tonight for the Wednesday night in the Dub contest, you're going to see a guy breaking up puck battles, whether it's with his stick or with his body here, as you see just getting in the way here with a stick and then lays the body just to stop play. And again, another one here of laying that body, showing that physical presence to disrupt play, and also getting the stick in there as well. And it's kind of, using that hockey IQ that Will Sharp has that made him a high pick of the Lethbridge Hurricanes, and a big part of this trade of just being in the right spot at the right time to get the puck out of the end. And we've kind of seen him grown up, or I saw him a lot when he was Lethbridge growing up, and he's kind of just continued to grow that with Kelowna, that, just getting the puck out of the end.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can totally see why he'd be the pick. From your perspective. For me, I'm gonna go with with Michael Cicek, and I think for a guy like Cicek, he's also getting an opportunity. Oh, excuse me, spoiler alert. But Michael Cicek is a player who has kind of been in the league. He's an overager. He's committed to Michigan Tech next year, so he's a guy who's going to be taking advantage of kind of the new rule with the NCAA. He's, especially now with a lot of some of the players moved out or due to injury, he's kind of had to take on a little bit more of an increased role with the Rockets, and is kind of showing why he's a player that is going to continue to add value down the stretch as Kelowna tries to maybe secure that eighth and final playoff spot. So. Kind of keeping us moving forward here. How about from the Victoria Royals? Who are you keeping an eye on from the Royals' perspective?
You teased it a little bit there, as you should.
I spoiled it for you.
Someone I watched a lot in Medicine Hat, and that's forward Braden Bame, and the 20-year-old. Really, he's well known in the Central Division, Eastern Conference, but was acquired by the Rockets on October 5th after the Tigers acquired goaltender Harrison Menigan. And, Braden Bame, speed is the name of the game here. And he flies up and down the ice and, has played a lot of power play time, as you see with Kelowna or with Victoria this year, pardon me. And it is just that transition game. He started on a line with Reshny, doesn't play with Reshny anymore, but really moves the puck well, speed up the ice, and helps that transition game for Victoria. A faster team, I would think, in that BC division. And, when you get the puck from some really good defensemen in the back end of Kelowna, you can get it up quick with the ice of a Braden Bame. It's led to a lot of offense this year for Victoria, and the veteran presence he brings will be easy to see on the ice there, that speed and that presence.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, to just kind of keep us moving forward, I think I'm going to go with Keaton Verhoff of the Victoria Royals for my pick. He's just one of those players that I think, James, as you and I were talking before we got started here, just we have to remind ourselves that this guy's 16. I had an opportunity to see him when he came up with the Royals last year in the playoffs when they were playing the Portland Winterhawks. And, he averaged 21 minutes and 40 seconds as a 15-year-old rookie in the playoffs. Like, welcome to the WHL, kid. And he's remarkable. And we've got a couple clips that we'll share with you here. And you'll be able to really kind of see it as he's able to kind of lead on the rush, kind of fill in the lane, grab the puck, shoot and score, right? Like he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the hockey sense. He's just got this all around ability to, he knows what to do before the puck gets to him. And we're seeing him play here with James, with your guy in Bame, and just, again, kind of finding that now here on the power play, he's going to be kind of at the right side of our screen here. And this is what we're talking about with the poise of this player. Keep in mind, this is a 16-year-old. This is not a 19-year-old player. He's just, just watch this. The poise, Calgary, is kind of running around in their zone. And there's an element of this that I think gets lost on people. And again, it's the poise that he has, but it's this right here. Look at the angle that he does with his stick and what he's going to do. He slides just a little bit to the left and gets it by the shot blocker. It's so important for defensemen to be able to kind of miss that first defenseman in front of them, or else that puck is probably blocked and going out of the zone. So we've got another power play here to look at. So here he is kind of down on the right side in the half wall. He's going to pass it up, kind of work their zone, kind of rotate around a little bit. And here he comes, and he's going to catch right here, and you're going to see he's going to loop around, but he's going to shoot high, and he's going to hit the post on the right side. Here he comes, and he loops back around, and he's going to pick it back up. And what does he do? He learns from the last time. Now he's going to pull just a little bit, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to shoot far post this time. Boom. Like, it's remarkable what this guy is able to do. That was a 16-year-old, and we're showing 3 clips of, like, this looks like a guy who's ready to be, further along where he is. I can't believe it, James.
Check his birth certificate. Like, that kid is not 16, and the steps he's going to take with that the Royals team, especially get a little more playoff experience this year. No, Keaton Verhoff he's a veteran already, and the next couple of years are going to be pretty special for him, and maybe even special tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching him play. Victoria was here just over the weekend and got to see him live. It's such a treat. And so fans, you're not going to want to miss tuning in to the WHL Wednesday night in the Dub game here tonight. There's lots to look forward to, even if kind of on paper, right? But it's junior hockey. You never know, right? So kind of leading into that, let's kind of take a little bit of James. Who are you going to predict is going to win tonight? And before we do that, let's just take a quick look here. Oh my gosh, look at you. Okay, so we've got James sitting here at 8-2, because you were the only one of us who picked Medicine Hat Tigers last week. So we all drop a game to you. You've separated yourself from Ryan. You're up to 8-2. He falls to 7-3. So James, kind of where are you going to go with your pick here tonight?
I think, it is tough. It is, as you said, it's junior hockey. Anyone can win. I'm going to take the favorite, I think, or who would be perceived as the favorite, and go with the Victoria Royals. And, they win, as we mentioned, 7-3 Tuesday night over Kelowna. I think they'll just rebound again. It is at home. It's a back-to-back at Victoria. So, yeah, I think the Royals will just go 2-0 here to start the week here and bump me up to 9-2 on the season.
Yeah, as much as I've got ground to make up on you, I don't think this is the week that I try and pull it off. So I'm going to have to follow your pick on this one. going to take the Royals as well. I just think from what I saw in person on Saturday to what we saw last night against Kelowna, I imagine the score is probably going to be a little bit closer. I think maybe we're looking at a 1-2 goal game, but again, it's junior hockey. You never really know what to expect. Now watch it be a 6-goal game the other direction, right? You just never know sometimes with this, but it is fun. I'm going to pick the Royals. I think Krause, if he starts back-to-back nights, man, on Saturday, if when I was watching, if he saw it, he stopped it, and even when he didn't see it, he was still making those saves. It was just he's playing at another level right now for the Royals. So if he's in net, I think that pick gets even stronger. But again, we hope people are happy to tune in. This is a really great initiative that the league's got going on. Tune in tonight on the WHL's YouTube channel, starting at 8:00 Mountain Time, 7:05 Pacific, and hopefully everybody tunes in. James, any final thoughts before we wrap up here?
Just the second half's underway, the dog days of winter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's fun hockey ahead, and it starts Wednesday night in the Dub.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll look forward to chatting with you more next week, and enjoy the game tonight.